Hey there, my name is Jessica from Peterson SEO, and earlier you spoke with my partner Jeff and requested this free video. So today we're just going to go over a few tips you can start applying right away, and it's really going to help with your online presence as well as getting more of the organic leads so you don't have to rely on any type of partnerships, referrals, or those expensive lead programs like Angie's and Home Advisor. All right, so here we are on your website. You've got a great looking website. I like that you have your phone number right on top. Click to call, making it easier for your customers. I would take it one step further and even have a form request right here, making it even easier, and it's really going to help with your conversion rates. Okay, so we've got a nice looking design here. We've got a lot of content, which is really, really good. Content is key when it comes to ranking. It doesn't matter what your website actually looks like. Google doesn't care. Google only cares about content. So content is key, and you do need a ton of it. The content does need to be focused around your local buyer intent keywords for each of your services. So it looks like your homepage is built around San Francisco, which is great. So your homepage and service pages should all be built around San Francisco. Now keep in mind, you cannot use duplicated content. All of your content throughout your entire website has to be original content, and it has to be built around those local keywords. But you don't want to go after the same keywords on multiple pages, and most people search differently. So they're not generally searching by brand, they are searching by service. But because they all search differently, there's generally multiple versions of similar keywords, and so you want to capitalize on that. And one of the things I've noticed throughout your website is it's a whole lot of duplicated content. Most of the pages are exactly the same, only just switching out the actual location. And Google actually penalizes you for that, does not index you accordingly. And because you're only using one type of an exact match keyword, you're missing out on a ton of potential opportunity. So I am happy to see that you have these service area pages. And I also know that you should have service area pages for some of these other communities. As long as any of these cities have search volume for your services, they need to have a page. That way you can actually be found organically. You have a pretty wide area from San Francisco all the way to Butte County and Oroville. That's pretty considerable. And so you definitely, if you want to be found organically for your services from Cuba City to San Francisco, you've got to have those service area pages. And you really got to focus on your content and keyword strategy. It looks like your two main services, mold remediation and mold inspection. And you do have them on the same service page. I would highly recommend separating those into separate pages um, so that it reads better, flows better, and is easier for Google and your clients when they land on your page. So let's look at your top competitor when it comes to mold removal in your area. And we have Restorex. They've got their phone numbers on top, not a click to call. This one's a click to call. Um, They have their separate services on separate pages. Let's see. They've got the interlinking pages. They're going after the local keywords. And they have a bunch of service area pages as well. But they are really lacking when it comes to content, and content is key. Google wants a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content or more. You're always going to need more content than your competitors, but you do need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target. And so these guys should actually be super easy to beat, but you do have to work on your content and keyword strategy and those service area pages, and then supporting your website with SEO so that you can actually be found online. So if we look here, you have a score of a 0.9 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which means Google does not trust your website. And that is 100% based on your backlinks and referring domains. Now, Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain. And while you do need a lot of these, not all backlinks are good backlinks. Not all backlinks work for every type of industry. And so you need to only stick to getting the good quality backlinks directly related to your services that are do follows, so that they share the power of the high ranking sites, help you to rank your keywords, and help you to drive traffic to your website. You have been indexed for 53 keywords, but you're only getting 8 people on average to your website. So you're missing out on a ton of potential customers. And your website should be like a virtual ATM for you. So you definitely need to work on your optimizations. If we look at your keywords, you only have one keyword on the first page of Google. There's 10 spots per page on Google, and that is for mold removal Oakland for your Oakland page. So you have some that are getting close to the first page, but you're not going to be found until your keywords are on the first page. So definitely need to keep going and working on your optimization and supporting your keywords with your SEO so you can get all these ranked to the first page and start driving those customers to your website. Looking at your competitor, they have a really poor score of a 2.6 with 194 backlinks, 76 referring domains. Of those, only 60 are do follows. So you would need to beat their 60 do follow referring domains in quantity as well as quality. They've been indexed for over 180 keywords, and despite having all of those extra pages, they're still only getting 21 people to their website. So they're missing the boat all over the place as well because they're missing out on a ton of content. So these guys are going to be super, super easy to beat. The only reason why they're your top competitor is because they're ranking higher on those local organic keywords. And the last piece of this is this Google My Business section, your Google profile. You want to make sure that your Google My Business profile is in the top 3 because 30% of people search in the maps here and don't go anywhere else. So when you're not one of these top 3 companies, you send all those leads to your competitors, leaving money on the table. So in order to get in the top 3, there are several factors, but the most important are going to be citations. And that's the name of the business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. So you will need a lot more of those citations. And when you follow each of these tips I have provided you today, your website does have the opportunity to be number 1 across Google in each of your service areas for all of your services. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful and would really love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, go ahead and give us a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.